What's good, everybody? My name is Cole and welcome back to another video. And today I got a mock draft after all these trades that happens for the 49ers, the Dolphins, and the Eagles. And this is also kind of a post-free agency mock after, everything kind of fell into piece. And, most of the top free agents, pretty much all the top free agents are gone. There are some still out there like Rich Sherman and some other guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and kind of get right into this. We're doing a first-round mock draft of every single team, obviously. And with the first overall pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are selecting, obviously, Trevor Lawrence. Okay, hold on. I meant Trevor Lawrence, bro. I accidentally, okay, let's restart this. Okay, that was my mistake. I meant Trevor Lawrence, not Zach Wilson. But obviously Trevor Lawrence going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Jets, this kind of gets interesting. Who's your quarterback two if you think they're going to go quarterback? Heck, do you think they're going to keep Sam Darnold, maybe go off to tackle and Penei Sewell? Or maybe they get a receiver, maybe Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle? Or do they trade down and get more picks? I think they go Zach Wilson. I don't think Sam Darnold's the guy. I think they get a second to third round pick from somebody. And, that's kind of it, man. Zach Wilson, he has great arm talent. We saw from the pro day. He's great. He has great mobility, obviously. So, that's what I like to see. And then, obviously, right here, the San Francisco 49ers. This is an interesting spot. Obviously, they're trading up for a quarterback. There's no other way. But you look at the quarterbacks. They're gonna be trading up for Kellen Mond. I'm kidding, but you look at Trey Lance, you look at Justin Fields, heck, you even look at Mac Jones. Any of these guys are available, and any of these guys can be a possibility at this number 3 overall spot. And I think either Trey Lance or Justin Fields. Justin Fields is my number 3 overall quarterback, but I feel like Trey Lance fits Shanahan's scheme a little bit more and fits the 49ers scheme a little bit more. And I think that's why I have Trey Lance going to the 49ers. Not because he's my quarterback 3, but mainly because he just fits the 49ers probably a little bit more than Justin Fields. So, yeah. I think that just makes the most sense. And then the Falcons will be going Justin Fields. They could easily trade down, in my opinion. They could take a quarterback. Heck, they could take a defensive player. Any of that is really possible. But 4 quarterbacks could go back to back to back to back, and the odds. Because I know lots of people are saying, the 4 quarterbacks aren't going to go back to back to back to back. But maybe it will happen. Maybe it will happen. But it really all depends on what the Falcons do. But I really like Justin Fields, in my opinion. I think if he sits behind Matt Ryan for a year, I think he can be a great quarterback in this league. And now you're going to the Bengals. I think they really need offensive tackle help. I think they can go receiver. Obviously losing A.J. Green. But I think T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd is good enough. I think they will draft another receiver, but I think, they need off the tackle help, and that is Penei Sewell. In my opinion, the best tackle in the draft class. Great potential. And, not greatest off the tackle, but he is the most potential that makes him, that number 1 tackle. So, yeah. Now, the Dolphins, they obviously traded the 3rd overall pick to the 12th overall pick for the 49ers, and then traded up to the Eagles, the 6th overall pick, and now they're the 6th overall pick, and, they kind of just finessed everybody. Now they have so many picks. I think they do that. I think they did that to go receiver. And that's going to be Jamar Chase as my number 1 receiver in this draft class. You get Jamar Chase, Devontae Parker. I think Devontae Parker is a better number 2 receiver in this league. If not, he is more of a number 3. But no. Devontae Parker will most likely be a number 3 receiver in this league. Or at least for the Dolphins, because now they just signed Will Fuller. And, Will Fuller, Jamar Chase, Devontae Parker. That's a great receiving core for Tua going into the 2nd year. This just makes a lot of sense for the Falcons. Not the Falcons, but the Dolphins. They get 3 solid receivers. You have Gesicki, a solid offensive line. Tua should be able to succeed and hopefully get them to the playoffs this year. So, Dolphins, you're in a lot of luck. And here, the Lions, I'm going Jalen Waddle. He's my number 2 receiver in this draft class. Obviously, they lost Kenny Galladay. They need weapons. They lost Marvin Jones. They need weapons. I think they need weapons. And that's where you're going to get with Jalen Waddle. So, he's a fast guy. He's going to be able to catch the ball. So, yeah, Jalen Waddle right there. The Panthers, not getting their quarterback of the future, obviously. Anything could really happen here. But I think with this pick, they go Kyle Pitts, tight end, to get more weapons. Man, they lost Curtis Samuel to Washington. Get your kind of in a way replace Curtis Samuel. Obviously, you're not replacing kind of what Curtis Samuel brings, that speed and stuff. But you're getting a tight end or just a versatile weapon. That's kind of what Curtis Samuel was. But obviously, the speed's not there. But still, you're getting a versatile weapon. You already have that with DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson. So you really don't need, necessarily that speed, all that speed. Go ahead, you get your catcher, that guy like Kyle Pitts. That's going to be a great offense for Teddy Bridgewater to work in. Okay, now the Broncos, they're not getting their quarterback of the future. But I think right here they go cornerback Patrick Surtain. I just think this makes the most sense. They, they got Kyle Fuller. Oh, shoot, that makes sense. They got Kyle Fuller. Obviously, you put Patrick Surtain next to Kyle Fuller, man. You let Patrick Surtain develop as that number 2 corner for a year. Then you let him take that number 1 overall role. Next year, if you don't get a long-term deal with Kyle Fuller, which is very well possible, so we'll see what happens. But I think this makes the most sense there for the Denver Broncos. Next, the Cowboys are on the clock, and this is interesting. They can go a lot of places here. Cornerback is obviously up there. Offensive tackle is there too. But I think right here, they will be going. I think they'll go cornerback. And now it depends, kind of what cornerback they're going. Obviously, Caleb Farley is a better cornerback, but obviously that injury and he had to get surgery. How does that rank him now? Does he fall, or do the Cowboys still take him? And that's a very good question. And I think right here the Cowboys are going to go J.C. Horn. He's a very good man coverage physical cornerback in this league, and they need another cornerback. They re-signed Jordan Lewis to a 3-year deal, but he's not like a really number 1 corner. I know they have Trevon Diggs. He's not bad, but he could really use some work. And I think J.C. Horn's going to be a solid fit for the Cowboys. So yeah, now the Giants edge rusher is a need. Offensive line is a need. And with this, I think they're going to go Rashawn Slater. You want to play him as tackle? Fine. If you want to play him as guard, fine. You just get versatility with this Rashawn Slater pick, and I think that's why the Giants will take him here. I know Nate Soldier is looking to come back, so heck, play him at guard. Why not? You know what I mean? So, I think the Giants right here go ahead and take Rashawn Slater. Now, the Eagles are on the clock. Obviously, they traded down from the 6th overall pick with the Miami Dolphins and this was the San Francisco 49ers pick, but now they're at the 3. Y'all know the trade. But I think right here, they go Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is the 12th overall pick. They need weapons, and, that's what you're going to get with Devontae Smith. We'll see. Obviously, I'm going to talk about this a little bit, his size, and I don't think that's the biggest deal. But when you're going against somebody like a William Jackson, it might. but reality, when you're going against somebody like Jalen Ramsey or a more physical cornerback, that might really become a problem with him being so small. But we'll see what happens with Devontae Smith and how that size does affect him into the next level. So, again, it's not like him getting injured. I don't expect him to get injured just because of his size. I just expect, how physical will he be able to be? What am I trying to say? Versus cornerbacks like Jalen Ramsey, who are a lot more physical, especially, if they're on the line pressing up. they give him that good jab. How is Devontae Smith going to be able to react off a jab or two? That's going to be something to watch out for. Now, the Chargers, I think they're going to go Christian Dare, so they need some offensive line, more offensive line help for Justin Herbert. They got Corey Linsley, which was a great pickup in free agency, and get more offensive line help. Boom, Christian Darrisaw. Next, the Vikings. They could use some offensive line help, obviously. I think this pick, they go Elijah. Did they go Elijah Vera Tucker? I think they go Elijah Vera Tucker. I see him as an inside offensive lineman, but maybe they see him as an offensive tackle. Versatility is huge for offensive linemen. Guard, tackle, they need both. Get someone with some versatility. The Patriots, I got them going quarterback Mac Jones. Let him sit behind Cam Newton for a year. Obviously, they don't have the same play style, but when you look at Mac Jones, he kind of has the same play style as Tom Brady, and I think that could very well work out behind that offensive line that the Patriots have. More weapons for Mac Jones. I think he should be fine under the Patriots if he has a year to sit. So yeah. Next, the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this is an interesting one. And Patrick Peterson, they lost him. And I think this is where Caleb Farley stops to fall. I think he falls a little bit farther. I think he would have gone to the Cowboys, except, that injury and that surgery is going to be happening. But I think he goes to the Cardinals here. I think they, take the chance. Him next to Byron Murphy, I think is going to be a great young duo for years to come. And next to Budda Baker on the free safety. And I think that's going to be a great secondary and a great defense for the Cardinals with J.J. Watt and Isaiah Simmons, Chandler Jones. So, yeah. Next, the Raiders. They could go a lot of places too. And I think they're going to... Oh, but they got Yannick Ngakoue. So, I guess edge right now for now is kind of out of the question. I know linebacker is a big need. Receiver could be a need too. But, do they get receiver in the first round? It is a very interesting question. And I think, they could go offensive tackle. Offensive tackle is obviously, they do need offensive linemen. They do need offensive linemen. And this could have been when Vera Tucker went, but obviously he was off the board. Is Creed Humphrey and off the first round guy? Possibly, man. Oh gosh. But you know what? I think here I'm thinking Micah Parsons. I'm really thinking Micah Parsons. And yeah. Well, no. We'll go Creed Humphrey. We'll go Creed Humphrey. Get that edge. Or not edge, but we'll get that offensive line better because they demolished their offensive line. They demolished it. And now the Dolphins, I think with this, I think they go Micah Parsons. I think it's too good to patch up there for the Dolphins. And now the Washington football team, my favorite team, if you guys don't know. So, linebacker is for sure need. Offensive tackle is for sure need. I don't know if I would rather take one of these guys in the first round. I would still for sure, I would have to do some scouting on Tevin Jenkins. I know inside linebacker is a little bit of need. Not tackle, but tight end is a need. Receiver, it's not that big of a need anymore. Quarterback is still a need, but I don't want any of these guys in the first round anymore. But quarterback, I don't really see it as a need. Safety is a need, but I don't think in the first round. So I think with this pick, we go linebacker. And out of all these linebackers, out of the first three linebackers, in my opinion, I think I like Zayvon Collins the most. I want to say. I think I like Zayvon Collins the most, but I do like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah too. Is he 6'2"? Is Jeremiah? Let me look this up. Because that was my one knock on him. He's 6'1", 6'2". Because 6'1". I like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, but I also like Zayvon Collins, man. I think we'll go Zayvon Collins. Zayvon Collins right here for the Washington football team. The Bears, I think they go Rashad Bateman. The Colts, offensive tackle. I know Tevin Jenkins is a one guy that's out there that could be a first rounder, and I think that's what we're gonna have here, Tevin Jenkins. Now the Titans, they got an edge rusher, so they really don't need an edge rusher here. I mean, they still could use an edge rusher, but I still think they look at defense for sure. Christian Barmore is one. They did lose a receiver, so receiver is a possibility here in the draft. Terrence Marshall is for sure, could be a really good pick. Get somebody next to A.J. Brown. They don't have Adam Humphries anymore. I think that's what they do, is they get Terrence Marshall. The Jets are back on the clock. Cornerback. Okay, so it's Asante Samuel Jr. or Eric Stokes. It's one of those two, and I think that speed of Eric Stokes is going to get him Eric Stokes. Steelers, I know they lost some cornerbacks. They lost edge rusher. Now, it's very interesting because these edge rushers are really falling, which is actually surprising me a lot because I thought I was going to have Kwity Paye go a lot earlier, but these edge rushers are really falling. But hey, the Steelers, they can go an edge rusher right here. And I think Kwity Paye is my number one edge rusher, I want to say. But, I mean, linebacker is also a need. I mean, inside offensive lineman is a need. Lots of these are needs, man. And I think we're going to go. We could go cornerback. They lost a few cornerbacks. And I think that's what we're going to do. Cornerbacks going here in the first round. Asante Samuel. Yeah, because I feel like there's not gonna be too many good corners available when it does come. So I think we're gonna have Asante Samuel Jr. to the Steelers. The Jaguars. They could use a tight end. They could use off the line help for sure. And let's have him go Samuel Cosme. For right now, I don't know what's going to happen because I know Jadeveon Clowney did have a visit with the Browns, but nothing got done. But I think they're going to go. So right now, they don't have another edge rusher. So I'm going to have the Browns go and Kwity Paye. The Ravens, they need an edge rusher. So, hey, edge rushers going off the board now. Azeez Ojulari. I don't know if I said that right. I know Jalen Phillips obviously is a solid one, but obviously the injury concerns. Jason Oweh, I know is not too bad. Gregory So is not too bad. I think we're gonna go Azeez. The Saints. Where do they go here? Oh, where do they go here with the Saints? I don't think they have too many good linebackers, honestly. I could be wrong, but I don't. What do the Saints have? What don't the Saints have? Obviously, they have a quarterback. They're probably going to enroll with Jameis Winston. Running back is obviously wide receiver. They really don't need. Tight end, I don't think they need, but I don't think it's too early. Offensive tackle, offensive line, I think they're fine with that. I think it's mainly on the defensive side. I think the defensive line's fine. I mean, they did lose Trey Henderson. And who is their cornerbacks? I mean, Marshawn Lattimore. They should be fine at cornerbacks, and I don't think too many cornerbacks really going to go at this spot. So I think with this spot, you go linebacker. Jeremiah was Kerma. Now the Packers are now on the clock. They need weapons. They just need weapons. Kadarius Toney. Like they need weapons, bro. They need The Bills need a cornerback, but are any of these first round talent? Again, I don't know too much about Greg Newsome. I don't know too much about Aaron Robinson, so I don't know. Can they do that? I have no idea. Edge, you could say is for sure a need. Did they send an edge rusher? I don't think they did. Maybe they did. It's been a while since the signings went on. Don't need a running back. Don't need tight end. Offensive lineman they really don't need. So again, it's mainly the defense. They don't need a linebacker. They re-signed Matt Milano. Maybe Christian Barmore. That could be a great pick for them. And I think that's what we're going to do. Inside defensive line, that's going to be great, man. Chiefs, they need offensive tackle, probably. They probably need offensive tackle. So, yeah. And now, who's that going to be? Is it Jalen Mayfield? Is it going to be... I think Jalen Mayfield is the right pick. A lot of tackles, and Jalen Mayfield to the Chiefs. And with this final pick of the last round, or the first round, the Buccaneers are going to select... What do they need? Quarterback, they don't need. Running back, they don't need. Receivers, they don't need. Tight end, they don't need. Offensive line, they don't need. Maybe inside defensive line. Edge rushers, possibly. Linebackers, they don't need. Secondary, they really don't need. So it's probably somewhere on the defensive line. It's probably going to be defensive lineman. Levi. I'm not even going to try to say that last name. I don't even think I'm going to try to say the last name. Dang, do I not even have Gregory Rousseau going into the first round? That might be interesting if I have Gregory Rousseau going into the first round. I feel like I'm going to get some... Okay, you know what? We're going Levi. We're going Levi. Boom! The first round is done. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Penny Sewell, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Kyle Pitts, Patrick Surtain, J.C. Horn, Rashawn Slater, Devontae Smith, Christian Darrisaw, Elijah Vera Tucker, Mac Jones, Caleb Farley, Reed Humphrey, Michael Parsons, Zaven Collins, Rashad Bateman, Tevin Jenkins, Terrence Marshall, Eric Stokes, Asante Samuel Jr., Samuel Cosme, Kwity Paye, Azeez Oluwaye, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Kadarius Toney, Christian Barmore, Jalen Mayfield, and Levi. You can hate me all you want. I probably will get hate. Just name really quick. Mock drafts. And again, we'll see what's happening, man, with this draft. We're a month away, so I cannot wait. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.